I should point out I've only seen one episode of Legends of Tomorrow. This idea of how I think the series could have been improved is mostly me talking about my disappointment in the concept of the series, not in any execution. Does it bother anyone else that the entire premise of this series is that in each episode they go on some wacky time travel adventure when it's already been established in The Flash, also set in this universe, that time travel is really dangerous and is not something that you should do lightly? Instead of hilarious time travel shenanigans, I would do what I thought the show was going to do when I saw the first trailer. The trailer had Arrow and Flash giving a pep talk to Hawkgirl, Firestorm, a version of Black Canary, and the Atom, and Captain Cold. That sounds like a Justice League team to me, minus Captain Cold. Since the trailer makes it look like Oliver and Barry were going to be part of this series, I allowed myself to be fooled into thinking Legends was going to be a television version of the Justice League. But since Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin were busy in their own shows, I assumed Legends was going to be a sort of mini-season, like 8 episodes long, that would air in the summer in between seasons of Arrow and Flash. That's what I would do here. Make it more of a Justice League series, instead of the limbo where cast-offs from Flash and Arrow go when they're not wanted in the parent shows. This would mean that Captain Cold and Heatwave would not be involved. Yes, apparently Heatwave is a beloved character in this series, but I would really prefer a former villain not be a founding member of the Justice League. You could have him eventually join seeking atonement, but I don't want him as a founding member. This would satiate the need for these characters to team up every so often, and it would prevent these annual crossovers from interrupting the stories being told in the main seasons of Arrow and Flash, which, by the time I was checking out of both of these shows, the crossovers were really doing an excellent job of making me lose interest. If you're invested in who the Man in Yellow is, you don't want to put a halt to that to do a story about Captain Boomerang, who the Arrow really should be able to capture on his own. Maybe it wouldn't work. This would make things even more difficult for Grant Gustin and Stephen Amell, as they would be working all year round on their own shows and then as guests on Legends. So after you've set them up in the Justice League, they can either retire from the League to focus on whatever is going on in their own shows, and in universe you can say they're still on call in emergencies. Or you somehow sideline them at the beginning of the season so the other members of the League can have most of the screen time, though that would probably get old after a couple of seasons. So yeah, super short video, not a super complicated idea. I can't tell you how disappointed I was when I saw this was not what Legends was going to do. But what do you guys think? Am I just being a big sourpuss about the whole concept of the series? How would you have handled Legends of Tomorrow? In any case, I'll see you guys next week with more videos.